Welcome to Bio 201 Online from Stony Brook University. In Bio 201, living organisms are explored from a structural, ecological, and evolutionary point of view. These fundamental insights are vital to the understanding of all of biology. I am Professor Joanne Souza from the Department of Biochemistry and Cell Biology. My PhD is in psychology, and my research interests are in health education and welfare from an evolutionary biology perspective. I'm also the director of the Biology Online program here at Stony Brook University. You'll be interacting with me and my staff for navigating the online environment and for any assignments regarding your discussion board posts and the content e-quizzes. As far as content and lecture information, you'll be interacting on a regular basis with Professor John True and Professor Ross Neem. Professor True's lab group is interested in the genetic and developmental basis of differences among closely related species. Professor Neem's lab studies science learning with a focus on biological concepts such as natural selection and evolution. The textbook for this course is Life, the Science of Biology, the 10th edition by Sadava and colleagues, as shown here in the image. We're going to ask you to engage in participation in your discussion board, helping you to hone your critical thought skills and to learn to use doubt and falsification as key learning tools. We don't want you to simply memorize individual facts. As you probably know, information is not knowledge, and memorization is not understanding. And science is about the process of falsification of what you think you know. It is not about seeking confirmation. If you wish to have a strong foundation in biology on which to build your future knowledge and learn to problem solve effectively, you will need to focus on building your skills at falsification. We will be focusing on these skills within the discussion board portion of your course. You will have much assistance in this course, so even though it's an online course, you don't need to feel alone. And we hope you utilize all the help that we have made available for you. There are 3 faculty members, as well as 3 undergraduate teaching assistants, 1 graduate teaching assistant, and 2 instructional support assistants. All contact information is under faculty information on your Blackboard site. Feel free to contact us during the term, and we'll be glad to help you with both course navigation and with content understanding so that you leave this course learning much more and knowing much more than you came in. Next, your entire course, except for exams, will be managed through your Blackboard course. When you log on, be sure to read all announcements. Any emails sent will be sent to your Stony Brook email account, so be sure to check it often and to make sure you forward your email account to the one you use most often. So if you don't log on to your Stony Brook email account, please make sure you forward that account to whichever account you do check most often. But again, be sure you read the announcements every time you log on, because this is how we keep in contact with you for the most part. Now, this is an asynchronous online course. What that means is that each week you're going to open your assignment for the week, and you're going to progress through it by reading your assigned textbook chapters, watching the assigned lectures on your own time during the week. However, you will have some very specific and very rigid due dates for submitted assignments. These assignments are normally due on Thursday evenings and Sunday evenings. But the only in-person appearances you need to make on specific days and times are for the exams that are given at our West Campus if you're registered for the West Campus section, our Manhattan Campus only if you're registered for the Manhattan Campus, or at previously scheduled remote test centers that have been previously approved. If you look at the left menu on Blackboard, you will see faculty information. If you click on it, you will see pictures of and images of the different people that are involved in the course with you and a little bit about us so that you can see more about our research interests. You will also see how to contact us, phone numbers for us, and email addresses. So at any time you need assistance, feel free to reach out to any one of us. Next down, if you click on Course Information and Syllabus, you will see the course syllabus and schedule, and you will see a folder called Discussion Board Directions, Grading Rubric, and Examples of Graded Posts. The first thing you should do is to make sure you read carefully the course syllabus and schedule and all discussion board directions, including the grading rubric and the examples of graded posts. We want to make sure that you put your best foot forward right from the beginning with your graded posts, so we've given you ample opportunity and examples. When you submit your first post, they are of good quality. I'm not going to go over the entire syllabus, but I will go over the last few pages, which is the course schedule. Because the assignments are released basically on a weekly basis, I wanted you to have the information as how the entire course will progress throughout the semester if you look at this schedule. That way you know what's due for each week, and you know how to process your time and to make sure your time management is good so that you can get a good grade in the class even though it's only over 7.5 weeks. If you will note, for each week the dates are posted, the assignments are in red, what is due for that week, and of course what lectures we will be covering for that week. Just to go over the live exams and the grading for you from the syllabus to make sure there's no misunderstandings. The first midterm is live, and it is on lectures 1 to 14, and it is 20% of your final grade. The second midterm is on lectures 15 to 23, and it is also 20% of your final grade. There is a cumulative final on topics 1 to 36, and that final is worth 40% of your grade. The live exams are given on the Manhattan campus, only if you're registered for Section 60, at the West Campus, if you're registered for the West Campus section, and again at remote locations if they have been previously scheduled and approved. Your discussion board grading. There is an academic integrity quiz to help you in how to paraphrase and make sure that you cite properly so that you do not get accused of academic integrity, whether it's your intent is not to plagiarize. You need to make sure that you understand the rules and regulations of Stony Brook University, because we take academic integrity very seriously. So that quiz is in week 1, and it is worth 10 points. There will be 12 discussion posts total that are due over the next 7.5 weeks. There's approximately 2 per week, with the first one being due on Thursdays by the end of the day, and the second one due on Sunday by the end of the day. All discussion posts are graded on a categorical scale of 0, 4, 7, and 10 points, so there's nothing in between those categories. And we drop your 2 lowest discussion board grades for a potential of 100 points, plus we add in the academic integrity quiz, which cannot be dropped, for a total of a potential of 110 discussion board points. Those points are worth 15% of your grade. I want to remind you that all posts are run through plagiarism check software, so please cite your sources and make sure that you've paraphrased into your own words. The posts are checked between groups. They're checked for prior years, prior courses, and the internet as well. So be sure you are doing your own work and that you are paraphrasing all words carefully. If you go to discussion board directions in the grading rubric, and the examples of graded posts as shown here, you will see 3 different items. Make sure that you're familiar with all 3 so that you can submit excellent posts right from the beginning. The next portion of your grading is the content e-quizzes. There are 8 content e-quizzes throughout the term. There's approximately 1 per week covering the content of the lectures that were given for that week. You will get 1 point for each correct answer, and total e-quiz points between all 8 quizzes is worth approximately 5% of your final grade. So the grading, in summary, the average of the 2 live midterm exams is 40% of your grade. The cumulative live final is 40% of your grade. The online discussions are 15% of your grade, and the online e-quizzes are 5% of the grade. Final grades are then assigned to letter grade based on the curve. As far as textbooks, again, you can find information about that on the left menu under textbook info. It is live, The Science of Biology 10th edition. You can use the 9th edition or even the 8th edition if you'd like. Just make sure that you are on the right chapter, on the right pages, because some of the pages may have changed in the 10th edition. Weekly Assignments and E-Quizzes tab on the left-hand menu. This is the tab that you will go to every single week at the beginning of the week to find out what the assignments are for the week, what lectures you will be watching, and what submitted assignments you must put in by what dates. So if you click on it, you will see an assignment number 1 right now that is due the week of May 25th. Every week after the first week, the next assignment will come up above this one. So the one at the top is always the one that is due for that week. You'll have the due dates and the week that it covers. If you open the folder, always at the top you will see a Read Me First, which is an assignment. Will list everything that you need to do for the week. If you open it, as you can see, this very first week, we're asking you to watch the orientation video and the academic integrity video on Blackboard, and to read the syllabus and pay careful attention to all due dates for graded items. If you go back to assignment 1, you will see the required academic integrity discussions video. Please make sure you watch it before you open the academic integrity quiz and attempt to take it. The academic integrity quiz is below the video. You can take this academic integrity quiz as many times as you wish. However, you will not be able to see the answers until after the due date is passed. If you click on it, you'll see instructions. Go down and you will see multiple choice questions. Choose your answers and press Save and Submit. Calling your attention now back to the assignment number 1. If you look at item number 3, it tells you for each assigned lecture listed below, you will have to read an assigned chapter in your text and view the corresponding echo lecture on Blackboard. There are also PowerPoints in which for you to take notes. If you notice, for this first week, you'll be covering 4 lectures and 4 chapters. In order to access the lecture videos, again, in the assignment, you will go down to the folders listed with the names of the lectures on them. If you click on the first one, you will see what the assigned reading is in your text. You will see your PowerPoints that you can print out and take notes, and you will also see the lecture video with the learning objectives for that particular lecture. If you click on the video, you will see something that looks like this. Once you click play, you will see an acknowledgement of copyright. You will click that and the video will begin. Next, I'm going to call your attention to the graded assignments due portion of your assignment. If you notice, as I said, there are 2 due dates. The first is Thursday and the second is Sunday. For this Thursday, after you've watched the video, the academic integrity video, and you've read the syllabus, you will go into the discussion boards and you will make your introductory post by the end of the day on Thursday. In order to do this, you will go back to your main menu on the left. If you are in a Manhattan section, which is section 60, you simply just need to click on the discussion board link right within the Manhattan section Blackboard course. However, if you were in West Campus, you will access them a bit differently. For the West Campus, you see a My Groups down at the bottom underneath your menu. You will not see this come up until the end of the day on Tuesday. When you see this, you will click on your group. You will see something that looks like this. And then you will click on the here, and it will bring you to your separate discussion board Blackboard course where you'll make your posts. In the West Campus section, if by Wednesday morning you are not in a group, you do not see the My Groups at the bottom here on the left, please make sure you email me and tell me immediately. That means that you probably joined the class after Tuesday. If you did, you may not be in a group, so you need to email me and we will be sure we put you in a group. Once you're on your into your discussion boards, whether you're on the Manhattan campus or the West Campus separate discussion boards, you will see forums for you to make your posts. The first forum is always the administrative questions. You can post any administrative questions within this forum. Simply click on the forum, create a new thread, and you can ask us content questions things you don't understand. We'll get back to you within 24 hours. You can ask us navigation of the course questions here, and someone will answer you within 24 hours. The only thing that we will not answer in the administrative questions is personal grading information. Personal grading information is personal to you as an individual and should not be posted on the public board. Therefore, if you email me, I will answer any personal grading questions to you directly through email. The second forum down will be the one that you need to post in next. If you notice, the first one says week 1, post 1, and that is your introductory post that you will make by the end of the day on Thursday. Please make sure you follow all directions that are given to you in the forum. In order to do this, you will click on Create Thread. You will put in your name and the fact that it's your introductory post. And again, remember that it is due this Thursday by the end of the day. When you're done, make sure you press Submit. Do not press Save Draft. If you press Save Draft, no one will be able to see the post but you. We will not be able to grade it, and it will be considered late because we cannot see it. Make sure you press Submit. For the second post of the week, which is due on Sunday, you will go into the second forum which says Post 2, Lectures 1, 2, 3, 4. And you will make your first content post by this Sunday. If you're listening to this video before the start of classes, then it'll be by Sunday of the week that classes begin. The content posts will look something like this. You will be given questions, multiple choice questions, that students have had a difficult time with on past exams. What we're going to ask you to do is basically to create an essay around this question, where we want you to give us the scientific context of the question, tell us what this question is asking about, in other words, expand the area a bit. We want you to seek to falsify each answer and give us your detailed logic as to why each answer is incorrect. Then tell us which answer survives your falsification attempts. Therefore, that's what you're choosing as the correct answer. Next, you will search the research databases and give us, with references, a detailed example of an application of this science. Be sure you take the applications from the peer-reviewed academic databases. Lastly, if you are not the first poster on a question, you should respond to at least one other student's post within your post by name and give a detailed response, including why in detail you agree, disagree, or can add additional information to something they already posted. The correct way to approach the discussion boards is to look at the questions and choose a question that you do not know the answer to. You only need to answer one per due date, so one question by Thursday, a second question in a different forum by Sunday. So pick the question that you do not know the answer to, the one that's the most difficult for you to answer. That way, if you do your exploration of that particular content, you'll actually be building your knowledge base rather than just telling us what you already know. You would have gotten that question correct on any exam anyway, so you should be studying for what you do not know, researching what you do not know, and learning what you do not know so you can boost your exam scores based on the discussion board questions. When you log into the forum, you will see all the different lectures and you will see different questions. Make sure you are in TreeView and click Expand All so that you can see all the questions that are listed. If you find a question you'd like to answer, you press Reply and you type out your response. Now, please remember, do not attach your answer as a Word document. Make sure you type it into the space on the discussion board. Attached Word documents will not count and you will get a 0 for it, so make sure your post is in the box of the discussions. Be sure you do not include quotations. You must paraphrase. We need to know that you understand what you're reading and that you're not just good at cutting and pasting something someone else understands. Make sure you spell and grammar check. If you notice, there's an icon that says ABC on the second line, over from the right-hand side, the second one. Make sure you spell and grammar check. And press Submit when done and ready to submit. Again, do not press Save Draft. If you press Save Draft, no one will see it but you, and it is not considered submitted. It is only considered submitted when you press Submit. And after you've pressed Submit, log out, log back in, and make sure your post is there. Again, by making sure you're in TreeView, Expand All, and look for your post. Remember, if someone has already posted, You do have to respond to at least one other student, and you cannot use the same reference they did for the application. You must use a different one. And be sure to craft your posts with the discussion grading rubric in mind and the examples of graded discussion posts in the syllabus section of this Blackboard course. So, your first post is due on Thursday in the proper forum. The second post will be due on Sunday. Again, make sure you're in the proper forum with the proper due date. And your content e-quiz is due on Sunday. I'm going to focus now on the content e-quiz that is in your assignment. The very first one will cover lectures 1 to 4. So at the end of the week, when you finish going through all the folders for the lectures that you need to watch, you will go into the required e-quiz 1. This e-quiz you can only take once. So you can only open it once. If you open it and you fail to submit it, you will not be able to get back into the quiz again. So make sure you've watched all the lectures, you've read all the textbook chapters before you go into the quiz. It is due by the end of the day on Sunday of the week of the assignment. Again, you will not be able to see your answers. However, this one you can only take once. There's a menu item called Exam Prep Info. If you click on that, you will see something called Exam 1. At the end of the week, after you're done with all your postings of your discussion board questions, we will post something called the discussion board clarification. In that, we will list all the questions for the week, not just the ones you answered, but all the questions for the week, and we will post the answers and the clarification of why those answers have survived falsification. It will look something like this. Faculty will then comment on the particular question and any problems that we saw within the discussion boards, any confusion we will clarify. Now, how to succeed in Bio 201? Make sure you watch all the lectures, you read the textbook and use your PowerPoints. Be sure you complete all assignments on time. Engage in the discussion boards and try to understand the content. Don't just memorize it, understand it. And complete all your e-quizzes on time. Sources of help. Don't forget you have the administrative questions forum. Your undergraduate TAs are going to be in your discussion boards constantly. They will be helping to mentor your critical thought. You have a graduate TA who knows the content very well. You have Professors True and Neem are also available for office hours, either on the phone or through email or web-based. And I personally will answer any Blackboard discussion concerns and grading concerns, or if you need help to navigate the course. So for your first week, don't forget, watch your academic integrity video and read the syllabus and all discussion directions. Be sure to take your academic integrity quiz. Do your introductory post by Thursday. Watch all your lectures in Assignment 1. Read all your textbook chapters in Assignment 1. Take your content e-quiz by Sunday and make your first content post by the end of the day on Sunday. In the second week and beyond, you should every week at the beginning of the week on Monday go to the Assignments tab, open the assignment at the top, and complete everything in the folder for that week. I'd like to welcome you to Stony Brook University and the Biology Online program. We hope that you enjoy taking Bio 201 online, and please feel free to contact us at any time. Thank you.